Can anyone become a real estate agent
No,
or no?
absolutely not.
Do you consider Aon and Trisel has strong team?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Answer in one word. The biggest mistake in management.
The biggest mistake in management.
I challenge you. Let's have time till end of the year.
Okay.
Whoever creates a better physique.
Done, bro. Accepted.
Welcome to another episode of Aon and Trisel, and today we have none other Baber Shah, who is the spine of Aon and Trisel, who is the uh, brain behind the success of Aon and Trisel. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Salim.
Oh, you're welcome. I
I
think
want.
this conversation will be more casual because I've been having this journey with you from
For a
the day
while.
I start real
Yeah.
estate, and today I want to ask questions, which of course a lot of people would like to hear uh, from a management perspective.
Yeah.
So you've been managing this team for over a decade right now,
Yeah. More.
and what is the secret, if you can call it a secret, behind successful management?
First of all, thank you for having me. And secondly, I want to congratulate you. You've been striving for this podcast for a while,
Yeah,
and finally we're here. And obviously, like you said, like how our conversations have been, it's now official. We're sitting in front of a mic. And I also want to tell you that this is my first podcast ever. Ever. I've
oh,
never done a podcast before.
that will
So
be interesting now to see how it goes.
I think I can say that I was saving myself for you.
Oh,
I
I'm glad.
can say that, right? Look, I don't think there's one answer to that. But what does work most of the time is is being able to find solutions to whatever kind of hurdles do come up in business, and that could be related to any department. That could be sales, admin, whatever it is. Like you need to be able to to kind of face it and
Right,
approach them with a solution based mindset. And if you're able to do that, then something or the other, like something opens up
correct.
to a next step opens up forward. And that's what the basic is, like moving forward. You shouldn't be stopping. I think that's what I would say in a short form. Like be problem solving.
Anyone who is in real estate business, right, running a company or managing a company, I think everyone can agree the biggest challenge running successful real estate company is to maintain a strong team.
Mm,
That is the biggest
absolutely.
challenge,
Yeah.
right? So, in your journey, how did you manage to create successful team, and how are you able to maintain that?
One, again, going back to, you see, when you're saying strong team, are you being
Do you
specific?
consider Aon and Trisel has strong team?
Yeah,
Okay,
100%. I mean, that's word. But yeah, we do have a strong team. And it just didn't come. The thing is, strong team, and correct me if I'm wrong, but strong team is not just about people who have a special set of skills.
yeah,
It's about putting that hard work in, having that that loyalty towards the company, and then being in line with the vision that the company has. You know, um, and alhamdulillah, like I can say that m- majority of majority of the people that formulates us as a team, yeah, we're pretty much in line with what we want to go forth with and achieve. And that did not come just overnight, just getting someone on board and the next day they just they were slaying it. It was, it takes time. You have to groom each and every person along the way, and the people do drift apart. Sometimes you don't match, and it's okay. It's fine that in the beginning stages people are not, they're getting used to, they're adjusting to what your culture is and what your vision is, what you want to achieve. That takes time, and then getting that person, grooming that person along the way to fall in line with what we want to do as a team together to achieve.
I was speaking the other day. It was a real estate event, and I met one CEO of a real estate company, and we were having just a discussion about the team, managing the team. And there's something interesting he said to me that so when it comes to his team and his company, his ratio of hiring and firing is 30% in a year.
Yeah.
So, do you think that that is one of a good way to create a strong team and then maintaining it, or in fact, it's the opposite? You will not be able to keep the loyalty of the people because they know that one good day that if they underperform for a certain period of time, and they will get their notice of
So what your CEO that you're talking about, that's usually what most companies do. That if they're not in line with the vision or they're not up to the mark in terms of what's expected out of them, you give them a chance, you give them a chance, and you let them go. Because obviously there's money, resources going into that person, and if that person is wasting it, then why have him or her? The thing with us is we have our turnover ratio is very less compared to other companies. I'd probably say like we're at 90% retention of
okay.
people. Yeah, and that goes for all departments. And considering like the kind of fast market that we're in, and the job availabilities that are there for people, the skilled people in this industry, you have a demand for content creators. You have a demand for um, a good accounts person or a good salesperson. All
But
of it.
right now, I'm specifically talking about the sales department.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah,
So salesperson again, and even go to that also. That usually people that just there's some people that are hopeless
yeah.
in sales. They just want to come into the business, into the industry, thinking that money's going to start falling from the sky. Like that's what usually a beginner comes in thinking that. But and there are people that do understand that that's not the case. You really have to work hard and to get to that Dubai life that you want to achieve. But there's some people, I don't know what's up with that, but they just refuse to accept that they cannot keep up with the industry, or they cannot level up. I will
Yeah.
say that. However, and that alhamdulillah with our company, the fallout ratios that we have are people realize themselves that we cannot do it. Um,
So I would like to add in, like
sure.
at that particular point, when you said that your ratio is 90%, right? So so 10% hiring firing
Yeah,
ratio
yeah,
in a year. So is that because you give chance till the last moment to the individual
yeah,
to prove himself
yeah,
and for him to understand that whether he is fit for this job or not?
yeah.
So
I
that's
mean,
the way.
you see, when you're saying,
Or you
y-
create the
look,
star,
okay,
or
so
you'll make sure you create a specialist, and then he realize and you realize that okay, now I've prepared the proper agent. It took me a little bit of time. Now he can
yeah,
basically
okay.
achieve his goals and company goals as well.
So to answer that in a more simpler way, yes, we do give chances.
Yeah,
You're supposed to give chances. Um, it's a matter of time. But what I'm looking for is, are you putting in that hard work, the smart work that is
yeah,
required for you to keep up, go above, to actually achieve or groom yourself, educate yourself in a way that you can compete with the sharks that are out there. You
yeah,
have a huge level of competition. And I'm not talking about these beginners. I'm talking about the people that are established. They are sharks and they'll eat you up. And if you're going out to compete with them, you really need to be spot on your game. You need to know how to speak. You need to know how to presentable. You need to be negotiation skills, selling skills. All these things are required. And if I see that that you are putting in, maybe not all of them together, fine. It's humanly not possible, but step by step, you're putting that effort. Yeah, you deserve a chance. It's not about closing a deal. It's about putting in that all those elements together in yourself.
yeah.
That's what will give me an idea that this person deserves a chance.
Hmm.
And honestly, all these elements have to be there. And correct me if I'm wrong, you're a product of all of this.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm a project of Aeon and Trisso.
you're a project. Yeah, I mean, we're a mix.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that it's just completely us who did it, and or it was you singing. You put in that hard work, and I saw you. The like you like exactly what I just said. Mashallah, mashallah. I'm saying it to your face that you are a prime example of that. You did put in the hard work. Everything, everything that I see here today, you know, is it's what's
Do
required.
you think that knowing the industry, we have real estate agents in Dubai right now representing probably from very different cultures. Simply, let's say that if you open Property Finder right now,
Yeah,
you can select right now agent based on nationality, based
yeah,
on the language they speak, based on the gender, probably looks as well. I mean, you probably like
yeah,
someone more than the other.
yeah,
So you have a variety of options to choose from who should be the person to deal with.
mm,
Because as a let's say property owner and you are new to Dubai and you are a property owner and you don't know any real estate broker. So
mm,
these portals they basically help you to select real estate broker based on your criteria of understanding of a good or a bad
yeah.
agent. So but do you think that real estate is for everyone and anyone can be a real estate agent today?
No, not everyone should be in real estate. Not
The
everyone
question
should be
is
in
not whether
sales.
they should be or shouldn't be. Like,
Okay.
can anyone become a real estate
No,
agent or no?
absolutely not.
No.
No, no, no. You cannot become it. Not
So
anyone can
basically,
become a real
there is
estate
a
agent.
certain criteria for a real estate agent to qualify for this job.
Okay, can I a little bit elaborate on can anyone become a real estate agent? Anyone can become a real estate agent if they're genuinely willing to make a career out of this.
Okay.
Okay? People who come in with the thought that I'll be here for 6 months, I'm going to close deals and then I'm going to exit, or I'm going to be here until I find a stable job, or I'll just keep working until something comes along and I'll see how it goes. That mindset is incorrect. When you know this is my career, I don't have anywhere else to go, that's when you see that pressure on that person to thrive, to succeed. People who are like that, they don't take this
I think the
seriously.
biggest mistake I used to see in the industry, and maybe there are some people still with the same mindset, uh, they say that okay, I'll become a real estate agent right now. It will be a part-time job for me because I my main job I do basically let's say day trading or
Yeah,
investment or I
yeah,
sell
yeah.
cars,
We know those
and
people.
and in the meanwhile I'll be doing real
Yeah,
estate. And my answer to that is always that you will not succeed,
you
dude.
will
I
not
mean, you
succeed.
will be lucky to close few deals here and there, but that's not a definition of
Yeah,
a successful
so,
real estate broker.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. When someone comes in for an interview,
yeah,
they're going to be at their best behavior, right? They're
yeah.
going to answer all the questions, and pretty much they're generic questions across the companies, real estate companies, for the questions: how many sales have you done? What's your experience? Why sales? Why real estate? Blah, 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 blah. Those are the kind of questions you get, and everyone knows that. Majority of the people who come, they answer those questions pretty much. The well versed with it. It's probably one, and because of that, I don't have an analysis whether this person. Based on that, I'll be like, okay, fine. So I'm going to be looking at presentation. Can the person speak well? So all those things. But then again, once this person is actually on the floor and then just set out to 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 start doing the sales work or start learning, that's where you start seeing the holes or cracks in them. Like they're not able to keep up to the
The
core,
basic
the
discipline.
basic discipline that's required.
Yeah,
Exactly, the
yeah.
discipline that's required, and that's when you catch them, and that's fine, fine. That's them adjusting to it, and that's where you start grooming them. And that's going back to your previous question also, that even though they're well versed with it and all that, this is where the final test is, where you see these cracks, and then you do your job as a management or as a company to fill those cracks up and fill them up and pull them in line with the vision. And then that's where you see where this person is just not learning, or just not able to keep up, or just not able to keep up with the pressures of being in this industry, or taking it lightly, or not having discipline. and that's where this element falls
So
out.
you can only,
If not in the sorry, but if
yeah,
not in this first phase of the interview, either you fall out over there, or either just in a month, 2 3 months, you see whether this person is capable or not.
yeah, that's right. So that basically says that you can only clap with two hands. You
Obviously.
cannot clap. So that means that you, as a management, have to guide correctly, and the other party
That's my
has
job.
to accept
Yeah.
and follow.
Yeah.
And if the one of the parties do not do their side, that means that, I mean, you cannot create a,
Again, you keep going back, you keep guiding, you keep
yeah.
leading them forward, and you will see in a matter of time whether this person can keep up or not. And then you still keep giving
So now
chances.
you are
You
managing basically a big team. Explain something,
Mm.
and it's not easy because you get emotions every day,
Yeah.
right? Whether someone walking into your room and saying that, "Hey, I just made a good, big deal and I
Yeah.
close," or the other person walks in that, "Oof, I'm really trying hard. I've been seeing with this client, we saw 20 properties and he is not able to decide, or he is booking with another agent, or blah blah blah." So it's emotions, emotions, emotion.
Yeah.
How do you handle, you know, on a daily basis, that quantity of people coming to you and giving you a different type of energy, and how do you handle, and how do you succeed that?
Okay. This is, I'm gonna say it's a skill
Okay.
that was groomed into me by my mother,
Mm.
which is listening
Mm-hmm.
and being patient. These are two things that she really drilled that into me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been with me since I was a kid. So this emotion handling is something, like it's somehow people find um, a certain level of comfort in talking to me. I don't know if it's the energy, or they feel that,
Yeah.
I am, it's just someone that they can talk to. And I've had
Yeah.
that since the beginning. And I believe that it's just these two elements of listening and being patient. So I have that threshold, and it is overwhelming to have those kind of emotions, mixed emotions on a daily come to you. Like I'm talking based on work related, personal, financial, like a lot of, and everything is coming to me. And obviously I'm giving my
So
feedback
you
as to,
develop that skill over a period of time to
yeah.
be able to handle
So I mean, obviously,
emotions, people.
before it was a career, I was already doing it. Like friends used to talk to me,
Yeah.
about their whatever personal lives.
Yeah.
Back when you were kids, there's nothing else but personal life. But obviously, when you go into it as a career, I was able to groom it in a more professional way, and responding where the person feels comfortable. Now, the thing is that if there are times that I respond based on my experience, whatever it is, to
Yeah.
give that person, again, it's a solution based response. But sometimes, there are times where people just want to be heard. You just don't need to respond. You just genuinely, you don't need to speak. You
Okay.
just listen.
Yeah.
I'm just they're talking, they're talking, and I'm absorbing like a sponge. I'll absorb it, and probably if that person feels better, if that person is kind of, put their heart out and they're feeling lighter now, I think I've kind of done my job. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's a skill that I've had since I was a kid.
Developed skill.
It's a skill
Yeah.
that's developed, and I give credit to my mother for that,
Nice.
apart from all the other credits I owe her, but this is one of them.
You can call yourself successful, that you know that you have a place where you live, you are able to pay it, right? You can pay and live up to your standards, and you are able to maintain a certain comfortable lifestyle. And I'm not saying that owning 3 to 4 cars and
Yeah.
dining in 5-star
Yeah.
places every day.
Yeah.
It's just everyone has on an individual note a
That's
certain lifestyle that they would like to maintain. If you are able to do that, I think it's a way of success as
I
well.
think that's a brilliant answer. That's exactly what
So
I
then
would say
why
that's
there is
successful.
a 25-75 ratio?
See, the thing is, Salim, it's it's a natural hierarchy. The as the ground, as anybody enters an industry or anywhere in a workplace also, in your company, you have you have a whole bunch of people, a whole team that's there, 250 people. But as you keep filtering out successful, that it starts getting narrowed down, and then it's just, started learning, getting there, understanding, successful, mediocre, super successful. Like it just gets narrowed down. That's how it is. It's just generally how it is, because not everyone can keep up and handle the pressure and the responsibility of keep being in this career. It's it's going back to what we were discussing earlier, that not everyone can keep up to this, and that's how you see that, whether they can keep up to the standards. And being able to not be worried about, rent payments, bills, school fees, your nice standard of living, where you're able to go out, eat, in a nice place, drive a not so fancy car, but like you're driving a nice car. That gets narrowed down. That's just how it is, unfortunately or fortunately.
They are, and we have been witnessing and seeing that they are real estate agents who are like superstars, right? So
Yeah.
who become investors themselves.
Yeah.
They invest, and certain individuals who actually, uh, became developers as well, right?
Yep.
So, but it's all started off brokerage,
Yeah.
and they are still, doing the brokerage as well. So, and I can say uh, that being that successful real estate broker, you have to sacrifice. You really have to sacrifice, because a successful real estate broker cannot have work life balance. It's impossible. Either you're 80% of your time at work, and just maybe remaining 20% that you have, you spend with your family or the loved ones.
Yeah.
Because this job requires your full attention if you want to be successful. It requires all your energy, and it requires all your emotions. So, if you want to become successful, in my understanding, that means that you have to really dedicate, focus, and put your mind into this business. Yes, there is a certain, let's say, uh, level that you can get there,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm good enough to pay my rent, I'm good
Yeah.
enough to pay my bills and
Absolutely.
maintain a certain lifestyle. But there are layers above that. And real estate, what I learned and what I always tell my team, that it has no limit and there is no floor as well. So there is no floor and there is no sky.
Mm.
So you can be zero consistently,
Yeah.
or you can be a millionaire
Yeah.
overnight as
Yeah.
well.
True. Absolutely. I mean, if okay, let me ask you, why did you come into real estate back in 2013? Is when you started off.
Oh, I mean, I cannot say that I was always having a dream to become a real estate agent. Of course, it won't be true. But one of the main reason I became real estate agent, because I come from a different background of learning languages. So I had the ability to learn languages from school. And the only way I wanted to utilize this, I wanted to utilize it somewhere where it can generate the highest income for me. And at that point, when I was fresh graduate, I realized that the real estate business is something which can give you the option of making your earnings based on your own performance,
Mm.
based on
Absolutely.
how you
That's
do
what I
it.
wanted to add on. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of gave me an opportunity. And to be honest, it was difficult for me to realize that there is no limit into when it comes
Yeah.
to your success and to
Yeah.
your earnings.
Yeah.
However, I was seeing people in the office who were like smashing it, like
Yeah.
they were killing it.
Yeah.
And I was always looking like to them and say that, okay, one day I want to become like them. And there are a few individuals, me and you know them very well
Yeah.
as well. And they
Absolutely.
were the prime example who were actually succeeding in this business, even in the market when
Yeah.
there were no
Yeah.
buyers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um.
So that was kind of my motivation that, yeah, listen, dude, I want to I want to be like
But
that
tell me,
guy.
when you said you joined here, so did you come exactly with that mindset that people come in that, oh, real estate is good, I make a lot of money? Like, did
No,
that put you in, or
no.
was there a passion for sales, or
My situation was a little bit different because when I joined real estate, I was only 23 years old, right? So I was still like young for this business
mm,
because, I mean, at that time, I at least, and even just comparing in my office itself, the average age was 30 plus.
okay,
So I was the
yeah, on an app,
youngest
yeah,
guy
sure,
who, was part of,
uh,
this business.
yeah,
And it was a bit difficult at the beginning because, I mean, no one can take a young guy so serious, right? You come and then you start talking about, deal and transaction of buying a property, which is million plus,
yeah,
and they need to have a little bit trust in you, and which
yeah,
obviously visually I was not creating that trust.
yeah,
So, and eventually, once I got into this business, I realized the opportunities. And I started as a rental agent. So my first 2 years, I dedicated just doing rentals, which then eventually, gradually building the network of certain clients and individuals that I started doing my first sale deal.
yeah,
And then, obviously I shifted. And I was taught by the company that I have to be a specialist of a
yeah,
specific area.
yeah.
And today, if you look at
That's another important key, by the way.
exactly, today, any successful real estate agent that you see, they're all specialized
Yeah,
in a
absolutely,
specific area.
100%, 100%.
You cannot really be jack of all the trades in this business
No, you
and
can't.
doing everything, jumping from downtown to Dubai Marina,
Yeah,
then Palm
yeah,
Jumeirah, then
yeah,
Palm Jebel
yeah,
Ali. No. If you are a master of a community, that's where you can
yeah,
start seeing the
yeah,
success going your way.
yeah. Because you know everything by heart of what's going on in that area of specialization or project
Exactly.
specialization that you're doing. And then eventually, when you've actually mastered that, you'll have the trust of the landlord to either rent it, sell it, or you'll have either that landlord to come buy something from you for that project
Exactly. I
or
mean,
community.
I had my team leader at that time in the company
Mm.
who was telling me that, you have to be a specialist. You have to be a specialist. You have to be specialist of the
Yeah,
location. And then I was getting so tired of this, and I used to come to him and say that, listen, I mean, why just, you are narrowing down my opportunities. Like, why should
yeah,
I just work in one specific area and being limited to X amount of, units?
yeah,
I mean, that's all I have to deal with.
yeah,
Bigger. And then he gave me a very good answer. He said that, look, that makes you different from the whole crowd
yeah,
because you would be probably the only person that receive call in the middle of the night and being able to explain what is the difference between this unit and that
yeah.
unit
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
explain to the single details which a regular real estate broker cannot
Yeah,
understand. Then it clicked my mind. I said, actually, he's right because a person would love to deal with a specialist. You cannot go to a plumber and ask him for, medical advice, right? So that was the reason. And today I'm teaching my team that they have to be the specialist of communities. And Dubai is offering
yeah,
various of options to work, like for real estate brokers. Like you have so many different communities coming up right now with the handovers. You've got the existing communities as well. So yes, the competition is big everywhere, but the competition is a challenge, and competition creates a healthy environment.
it's a good thing.
Of course.
Competition is good. But another thing about what I want to add to your the specialization is that people think that it's a long process. Let's
Yeah.
agree to that. To actually reach, it's a slow process. It's frustrating because you're limited.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to be limited. As
Yeah.
humans, we want to be all over the place. So keeping that discipline of just focusing, and you were an example that it was frustrating for you to focus on that, but you kept your focus, and then once it gets there, it genuinely gets you so busy that you can say no to inquiries coming from out of your range or
You have
specialization.
to be able to say
You
no.
have to be able to say no. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'll give it to my colleague who does specialize in it.
Yeah.
But most of the people, they would be working in this place in a community, and then they'd get a call for another community, and they'd just jump over there. Let it go, man. Let it go. Pass it on to somebody who's actually working in that area. It's fine. You can split the commission. reduce your percentage, but no, you
Yeah.
want to jump in for that 50%, risking your, disturbing your focus. And that's so important, that not to disturb that
And
focus.
let's talk about the convenience as well.
Mm,
Imagine if, and I am sure you agree with me on that. Previously, maybe 6 years ago, you could, probably attend up to 6, 7 meetings a day. Now, seeing the traffic condition,
yeah.
and that's not a complaint, but seeing the traffic condition, how Dubai is busy right now,
Yeah.
you barely manage to attend three
Yeah.
meetings
Yeah.
because by the time you go to one location, then another meeting in the other location, and then go have a developers meeting in the other place, that's it. I mean, the day is technically over. So,
Yeah.
and that's
Absolutely.
where the specialists of the community can benefit because all his meetings are
Yeah.
more or less
In the
in the
same
same
vicinity.
area, in
Yeah.
the same vicinity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100% agreed. You were like, you had mentors who were guiding you, and then you yourself were like willing to go hand in hand with what you were being taught. But there are people that, like, if they had made like 100 calls today and they were not successful, that's it. They'll be like, oh shit, this is not working for me, or the company is giving me shit data. The leads are crap, and they'll start getting negative and start pointing fingers and just sit there and do that.
And it's a human nature. You blame everyone except
It is.
yourself.
It is. And you have to go beyond that. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that not everyone is able to
But
go
it
beyond that
takes
thought.
mental growth.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
genuine mental warfare every day to be able to be, no, man, I'm going to make it through this. I will have. And, you can use all those words like being manifesting or being positive and all those Instagram motivation that you get these days. Everyone's, giving you their piece of, whatever the
Oh,
ingredients
yes.
are for success.
Everyone is
It's
successful and everyone gives any
Yeah, yeah, and
advices,
in the
blah,
fund,
blah, blah.
and fine, they are speaking the truth. It's most of it is the truth, but you have to hold on to it. Like when you're listening to it, you have to apply it also. It's just not watch it on Instagram and then somehow someone's going to inject it into you. There's no such thing. You have to apply that. You have to every day do that, and that's where a lot of people fail as well, because they just become negative and start pointing fingers. Well, there's
You you have a management experience over a decade. Give me answer in one word.
mm,
The biggest mistake in management.
the biggest mistake in management. The management is always correct. um, the biggest mistake in management is not being available for your people.
That's right.
Is not being
I do
available for your
agree with
people.
that. Yeah. Because a lot of people, regardless in your team, they are successful or not, they need to understand that you are available for them
Yeah,
at any given point.
yeah,
So that's, I think, the role of the
yeah,
manager,
yeah,
that being available
yeah,
for your team and
yeah.
for your team members. So, Baba,
So Salim,
I see you try hard and go to the gym a lot.
I try.
I
I think
mean, I haven't seen
I
much
think
results in so many years,
yeah,
but
you would be happy to say that, of course.
yeah, I can't ask you what's the success behind your body, but
All the Instagram motivation,
yeah, no,
all
I
of that
can't
drives
apply
you
it
every
on
day.
you.
I am a walking, talking motivation for myself.
Yeah.
Just like you, I inspire. Yes, you
So,
are.
what makes you to go to the gym? Like, what's your motivation? Don't tell me that to create a perfect body because I haven't seen it for a long
Bro,
time.
coming from you about being a perfect body, that's like literally a
I think I'm still fit
lesson.
and I look good.
Well,
I just don't want to show, like, but yeah.
if we were to ask these guys for a comment, I think we know what the answer would be.
You have
Because I'm the
a
manager.
you
You
have a
know what
higher
the right
position
answer
in the
is.
company, so they need to get paid on time. Yeah,
Yes,
they'll say that you have
exactly.
a perfect body, sir.
Who has the perfect body in the room?
But Jim,
Yeah,
you are a gym enthusiast. Do you call yourself gym enthusiast?
I'm a health enthusiast.
You're a health
I'm a health
enthusiast.
enthusiast.
So that means that you are following immortality program.
Well, I don't know about immortality. I wish that was a thing. But yeah, I mean, I do take care of myself every day. And it's, you know this. It's a challenge every day. I've been working out since I was 21, 20 actually. So 20 years now.
Yeah.
And you have
Sorry, what? You said 20 years you've
20
been
years.
working out.
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years I've been taking care of myself.
I think you should have skipped this statement, but yeah, you just unnecessarily
Why?
embarrassed yourself.
Oh, I make myself look old?
No, not look old. In 20 years, I would expect to see an Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting in front of me,
Arnold
but not
Schwarzenegger
Baber Shah.
was freaking sticking himself with steroids, bro. I didn't do that. So the thing is that when I say, okay, 20 years, I've had my ups and downs. Like I've been working out, but then you have a routine, everything's going fine, and then you just take a break. And that break from that routine, whether you're traveling or something, so
Yeah,
the most difficult part about keeping up, keeping your health in place is when that routine breaks, putting that back, getting that routine back is the most important. This is the biggest challenge.
yeah.
And I suffer with that to this day. Like if my routine breaks, getting it back together, it's like
I
literally,
think it's enough to skip the gym for 1 week, and then it's you facing the challenge to get back again and
bro, I
start
stopped
again.
working out in December 2024. I traveled for vacation. I came back on the 4th or 5th. I did my first workout last week. Like just wasn't able to get up in the morning, just was not able to keep up. Although I kept my diet was good. I kept ate the right food. Um, but just couldn't. It was really a struggle. And another thing, and you're a morning person who does
Yeah, morning sessions.
it's not about the number, it's just the number of years that I've put into working out. Every morning is a struggle. Every morning is
It's
like,
a
Babar,
battle.
get out of the bed, get out, get out, get out.
Yeah.
Every morning, that just that
I
as soon as
think
the alarm goes
regardless how
off,
many years you go to the gym and work out, it's still you're battling yourself to go
every
to the gym.
morning, every
And
morning.
especially for people like us, we
Yeah,
are not from the fitness industry. We
yeah,
are not like fitness influencer. It's not our bread and butter. We do it purely for ourselves.
yeah,
I do it just to prove to you
yeah.
that okay, I mean, I'm still better than you. But
Good luck with that.
the whole point is, yes, I mean, it's a battle.
Mm.
And I think it's important that when you actually, that's the first thing you overcome in the morning, that, hey, listen, you have to go to the gym. I
Yeah,
know it's a warm bath.
yeah,
You still have that, beautiful sleep. But if you make yourself come out of the gym and
yeah,
go, you have your first achievement.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
especially
Absolutely.
when you do the morning workout, because you just get done with the hardest part of your day,
Yeah,
the hardest physical part of your day done, so you can focus on your next
yeah,
subject of the day as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
So
Every day, every day. So I was giving in literally since the past 1 month. I was literally like,
it's
go to
okay.
sleep. Babar, go to sleep. You deserve it. Just go to sleep. And I'd be like, and every day it's like, Babar, go to sleep. You deserve it. But I'm like, no, Babar, you don't deserve it. Get up, get out, go to the gym. But for the past 1 month, I was like,
Do
I
you
was listening to
maintain
myself.
diet?
Yeah, I
I think
do.
that's my problem.
I think
I
that's
go to the gym so that I can eat anything I like.
eh, yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
it's that's why you look the way you look. I mean, that's
I'm sorry. It's still better.
I'm joking. You're a good-looking guy, but he is a good-looking guy. It's just not up to my standards or not up to my level. But
Do you have 6 abs after 20 years of
I
workout?
I do,
Be honest.
I
Be
do.
honest, Baba.
In my brain, I do have six pack.
Yeah, maybe you're still manifesting that, but all the best of luck to you and to Kevin
Any,
to achieve that.
anyway, so yeah, I mean, my diet is something that's really important. Like, I mean, that's good, but the way you say that, I want to work out so I can eat anything I want, but you don't eat garbage. You don't eat rubbish food. You still would probably overeat what your homemade food is what you usually eat. Is that correct?
Mostly.
So that's not bad. That's okay. But like when you say bad diet, that's like,
But that's really, really difficult to keep up with the healthy lifestyle, because I'm not a person who would just go home and do the meal prep and cut the broccoli and steam and prepare for 1 week and then grab with myself a meal every day to the office and
yeah,
then
me
have that
neither.
every 4 hours
I
and
can't do
then
that.
keep a protein bar here and then.
No,
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 I don't like. I think I
I don't do
go
that.
to the gym, it's enough. And as far as my food is concerned, as long as my metabolism is allowing me to have what I can have, that's all right.
Yeah, it's
As
fine.
soon as I hit the point where I realize that okay, now I have to look into my diet routine, then I think I'll be looking at it.
I do my proteins, my carbs, all that is in. I would say I'm not perfect, but yeah, I try to keep that in check.
Okay, a lot of people obviously know that me and you have this clash in the gym.
Yeah,
But yeah, yet you are my motivation going to the gym.
thank you.
So, but at the same time, I challenge you. Let's have time till end of the year.
Okay,
Whoever creates a better physique in terms of the performance and in terms of the results. So
okay.
we both are having the same personal trainer as well. Kevin, I hope you're listening to this. And let's see who will come out with the
Kevin is
better
probably
result.
laughing right now.
So you will take this challenge?
um, so I'm gonna accept that challenge, but let me level that up. So we're gonna have whoever outweighs each other on the bench, on the squat, and on the deadlift.
You know that that's not gonna happen. We are in different weight category, right? So
So what?
naturally, I cannot.
No, that's level up, right? That's what you're supposed to do. What did we talk about this whole thing right now? Level up, bro.
Okay,
I'm waiting for you here.
okay, done. Deal.
Done, bro. Accepted. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
Accepted. So let's move to a very interesting part of this podcast where I'll ask you some rapid fire questions,
Okay.
and then you need to give me an honest answer.
Okay.
Worst business decision you've ever made?
Worst business decision I ever made. I followed money.
All right, fair. Best leadership lesson you've learned?
Best leadership lesson I've learned:
Yes.
uh, being available for your team.
Okay. A quote you live by?
Um, always fight. Always be ready to fight another day. Always be fighting. Always be ready to fight another day.
Interesting. One business skill every leader should master?
Negotiation.
Hmm, that's true, actually. Very simple, but it's true.
Negotiation.
Best productivity hack for a business COO?
Pretend you're listening. No. Always be listening. Always be listening.
Always be listening.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question, and you have to give a very honest answer.
Sure, I'll try.
Sikandar or Salim?
Death.
Do or the salad. Baber Shah, thank you very much,
Thank
and
you
looking
so much.
forward here seeing you again.
Thank you so much for having me, Salim. This was really good. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again. All the best to you and your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you for watching this episode, and looking forward seeing you on our next episode with a very unique personality, but I won't tell who. See you.